time to meet the men from the Ministry. Join us for another canter down the corridors of power with Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, John Graham, and the men from the Ministry, Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. The General Assistance Department helps any ministry that's overloaded. It's a tough, demanding life, but in a world of problems and uncertainties, Lennox, Brown and Lamb rely on Secretary Mildred to keep a grip on essentials.
Raise a cheer, tea, dear. Oh, whatever's the matter?
Matter, Mildred?
You're both working, and it's only 11:15.
This is a national emergency. With the cost of food and the economic crisis, people must grow their own vegetables.
Yes, we're producing a pamphlet to urge them to do so and give them some useful hints.
Like, make sure your potatoes have plenty of eyes. That way they'll see you through the week.
Our manifestos will be pushed through every letterbox in the country.
The Prime Minister's behind the whole scheme. If people work on gardens and allotments, they'll not only help our balance of payments, they'll keep fit as well.
There's a personal message from the PM at the top of the pamphlet. Look now, see? A healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
Does the Prime Minister do any gardening at number 10?
Oh, yes. He grows cabbages and leeks in his window box.
Now, when we've finished this pamphlet, Mildred, get it to the government printers. We'll need 50 million copies.
Righty-ho, sir. Oh, and I believe the Permanent Under-Secretary's got another job for you. He said he'd be dropping in this morning.
Secretary, oh dear. Do you suppose that's more worth one?
Oh, probably, yes. And being Monday morning, no doubt he'll be grumpy.
Oh, there you are, you two.
Oh, good morning, Sir Grumpy. Sir Grumpy. Come in, sir.
I am in, Lennox Brown. Don't be so obsequious.
Your wish is my command, sir.
Now, listen carefully, both of you. Now, I hope you've got on with that pamphlet job. There's another assignment for you, helping the Minister of Defence.
The Minister of Defence? I saw him on TV last night.
Yes, well, he needs our assistance. His minions are overstretched.
I thought he was walking awkwardly.
Quiet, Lamb, and listen.
Yes.
Now, the Ministry of Defence had problems. They've had to take on masses of new staff to cope with these defence cuts.
Indeed, sir.
And as the old staff are having to train them, no one's free to do any work. So you're to help them out.
In what particular areas, sir?
Well, technical development.
Oh.
The naval boffins have come up with an amazing new gadget. It's a frogman detector, which you lower over the side of the ship. It can pick up any man in the area. Heaven knows how.
Perhaps it says, hello, sailor.
What was that, Lamb?
I didn't say anything to me.
Good. Well, try and make it a habit. Now, this weapon is top secret, Lennox Brown. It's been given the code name Priority.
Priority,
Yeah,
sir.
shush, man. Keep your voice down. I told you it's top secret.
Priority, sir.
That's better.
Yes.
A Priority is being tested at this moment at the underwater warfare establishment on Highgate Ponds.
Highgate Ponds.
Exactly. That's where you step in. I want one of you there all week, keeping an eye on development, and pass on instructions for use to the Ministry of Defence.
Very good, sir. We'll deal with this, never fear.
There is also a domestic matter. It's been decided that the Ministry is due for new furniture, desk chairs, cupboards, and so on. Some of the old stuff is showing signs of wear.
That's very true, sir. Yes. I was sitting at my desk the other day when one of my legs fell off. And I had to prop an umbrella under the bottom.
My chair's just as bad. You should see my sagging seat.
That won't be necessary. There'll be new equipment all round, and the officers will be repainted. We want a new, modern image.
Now, I think I can help you, Wilson. I read an article on interior design in a magazine at my father's. Might I suggest, son, tangerine walls, lemon curtains, perhaps, and an orange carpet?
You may not, Lennox Brown. I'm talking about decor, not fruit salad. And the walls will be painted the regulation colors, off-white and khaki.
I see.
Now, as there's so much to be done, I suggest Lamb works at the underwater warfare establishment, and you, Lennox Brown, can get rid of all the old furniture.
Get rid of the furniture, sir?
Well, obviously, we've got to make room for the new stuff, which arrives on Sunday. So get all the old stuff out by Saturday.
I'll do my best, sir.
Now go through the office thoroughly.
Yes, sir.
Get rid of everything old and useless.
Sir.
With the notable exception of Lamb, of course. He's expected at Highgate Ponds.
Thank you, Sir Gregory.
I'm glad you rang, Bernard. It's been a dreary morning. Tell you the truth, it's been a dreary week. Mr. Lamb's been at this underwater place. You wouldn't think you'd miss him, but I do. He's so quiet without him falling off his chair and tripping over things. No, Mr. Lennox Brown's been here. He's been going through his drawers. Yeah, searching in his drawers to see if he's got anything worth keeping. These new cabinets we're getting are ever so small, apparently. I don't know where I'm going to keep the important things. Like my hair rollers and Mr. Lamb's marmalade. Oh, look here, I better hang up. I think Mr. LB's coming. All right, love, I'll see you lunchtime.
Oh, morning, Mildred.
Morning, Mr. Lennox Brown.
Yep.
Oh, now you look very smart today. A new suit and a flower in your butt nose.
Yes. Oh, well, I thought I'd look my best for these dealers who'll be coming to bid for the furniture, say.
You'll be a sort of auctioneer, will you?
I'll play one dealer against the other, see, and end up getting a very good price.
Ah, yeah. Well, I put an advert in last night's paper, like you said, sir.
Good.
Look, here's a copy here.
Yes.
Tomorrow, sale of top-grade ministry furniture. Dealers may come and place orders. All will be promptly executed.
Yes, well, you've got the general idea.
And I've emptied all the desks and cupboards, sir. That pile of papers can be thrown away.
Oh, wait, are you quite sure they're out of date, Mildred? That file says urgent memos from the Prime Minister, not yet dealt with.
Well, I looked inside, sir, and they're all signed by Mr. Gladstone.
Oh, perhaps they could go then, yes.
Mr. Crawley next door's been very ruthless. He's been putting memos in the wastepaper basket as soon as his secretaries typed them.
Oh, we're not all like Creepy Crawley, thank heavens, no. Well, let's get all the rubbish out of here, Mildred. Those furniture dealers will be clamouring at our door any minute.
Do you think any dealers will come, sir? And it's 5 o'clock and I ought to be off soon.
Of course they'll come, Mildred. They're just playing hard to get, that's all. Leaving it till the last minute, you see, in the hope of getting bargains.
Well, I wish I had your confidence, sir.
Well, I mean, they must come, mustn't they? I mean, otherwise how are we going to get rid of this furniture? It's Friday evening and the new stuff comes on Sunday.
You are worried, I can tell.
Oh, how?
You're stroking your moustache with a teaspoon and stirring your tea with a comb.
This will be the dealers now. Come in, all of you. Form an orderly queue.
Mr. Lennox Brown.
Oh, there's only one of you. Yes, well, come in, anyway.
My card.
Oh, thank you very much. Wheeler the dealer. I buy old junk and sell valuable antiques.
That's me, boyo. I hear you have some office furniture to sell.
Well, yes, we might be persuaded to part with some of these exquisite pieces, you know. Price?
Is that so?
Oh, yes. Yes, we're able to offer 100 cabinets filing, 200 chairs swiveling, and 100 desks writing, all in condition outstanding.
Like this lot in here?
Quite, yes. A superb collection of first-class items. What I might almost call...
A load of junk.
A load of junk. Pardon?
Rubbish, all of it. Some of these things came out of the ark.
Well, they have an antique quality, certainly. I mean, take this table.
Oh, not on your life. It's patched up with sticky tape, look you.
Well, yeah, that's to keep the legs on, isn't it?
Like I said, boyo, it's a load of junk. I'll give you $4.50 for the lot.
What, for this lot here?
No, for the whole lot.
$4.50 for everything? That's absolutely ridiculous.
Very well, then. Good night to you.
Wait, Mr. Wheeler, there's no need to be hasty.
Well, you'll get other offers, won't you?
No. No doubt we will. Yes, but the fact is, you see, Mr. Wheeler, I rather like the look of you, you know. Yes, I've always got on well with the Scots. Yes. You see, I'd like to do business with you.
Right, I said $4.50 the lot.
Yes, but it's not very much, is it? I mean... £450 goes nowhere these days.
Who said 450? I meant £4.50.
£4.50?
Oh, Mr. Lennox Brown, your glasses are steamed up.
And then I'm doing you a favour.
Look, you better take it, sir. There's no one else.
Yes. Well, Mr. Wheeler, I'm in a desperately generous mood. Now, I'll let you have the lot for £4.50 if you'll take it all away tomorrow.
If you'll pay £4 for the use of my van.
Oh, glory. All right, Mr. Wheeler. Done.
Yes, sir, you certainly have been.
At least I've got rid of the furniture.
Yeah, for 50 pence.
I'm back one. everyone. Hello, Mr. Crawley.
Evening, Mr. Lamb. I think they've all gone. Mr. Lennox Brown passed me in the what's-his-name.
I've been over at Highgate all week, but I think I left my umbrella here on Monday.
I hope you don't mind my being in your office. I was looking for some blotting paper.
I've been working on a top-secret weapon. Very hush-hush. I'm not allowed to mention it to anyone.
Oh, no, of course not.
It's a thing called priority for detecting enemy frogmen. I've got the operating notes here.
Oh, you'll have to keep it under your what's-his-name.
These instructions have to be fixed to each device, then stripped off before it's used.
How does it work?
Well, it's all written here. Stand upside down, holding bottom steady, then you plunge it into the water.
Oh.
I have to deliver this to the Ministry of Defence.
But there'll be nobody there now, Mr. Lamb. They've got a rule. No wars to break out after 5 o'clock Fridays.
Well, I'll lock it up in the filing cabinet and take it across on Monday.
Yeah, well, I'd better be off. Friday night's my what's-his-name night.
Is it really?
Well, thanks for the blotting paper. Cheery bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Crawley. Oh, now, where on earth did I leave my umbrella? Perhaps it's in the safe with my pencils.
Oh, hello, Mr. Lamb.
I thought you'd gone home, Mildred.
No, I'm still working on that grow-your-own-food thing. Mr. Ilby said he'd leave the pamphlet here for me to take to the printers.
I see. Well, my brolly's not in the safe. Where can it be?
Oh, what a blooming week we've had here.
Here it is, in the umbrella stand. That's odd. L.B. must have mixed it up with his golf clubs. I haven't time to chat, Mildred. I must go. It's my night for the laundrette.
It's all right for some.
By Jove, this new furniture is splendid, isn't it?
My chair's got a really marvellous swivel. Whee!
Steady, too. Don't make yourself sick again.
I'll do it again, then.
No, stop it.
Is he ill? Look, what about these new drawers? They open and close at the touch of a finger. Remember how those old drawers wouldn't shut?
Oh, I do indeed. Especially that big one. We had to put Mr. Lamb's head against it, and you and I pulled.
Yeah, like a blooming old battering ram.
Here we are, eh?
Talking of old rams. Hello, Sir Gregory. How are you, sir?
Well, what do you think of the new office furniture?
Very comfortable, Sir Gregory, yes, especially that poof in the corner.
Yes. Well, the whole thing's cost us a peck, of course, but we'll get a lot of that back on the old furniture. No doubt you got a good price, Lennox Brown.
I've been thinking of taking a spot of leaves on.
What exactly did you get?
What exactly did I get? Yes, well, now, that's a very good question, Sir Gregory.
£5,000 or so, I dare say.
Not quite, sir.
Well, of course, these are difficult times. You're going to tell me you got only 4,500?
Ooh, I'll pop out and make a cup of tea.
I didn't get 4,500, sir. I can say that in all honesty. I got slightly less, I must admit.
What? Well, how much did you get, man?
50.
£50 for all those items? No, you can't mean it.
No, not £50.
I knew you weren't serious, sir.
50 pence, sir.
Yes. Oh, I see. Well, what? 50 pence? You sold all the furniture for 50 miserable pence?
Here you are, sir. And I did get a receipt.
Be quiet! You half-witted, bird-brained nincompoop.
I can tell you're not pleased, Sir Gregory. But you know, sir, it was a load of old junk.
Nonsense. It was first-class stuff. If I stay here any longer, I'll do you a mischief. I'd better go.
Thank you, sir.
You big blundering moron. 50 pence. Yeah!
I wonder if Sir Gregory was born a rude bully, or did he have to have training?
Oh, I don't know why I put up with it, too. Sometimes I think I'll leave.
But one, your pension, your luncheon vouchers.
That's why I put up with it, yes.
Sir, call from the Ministry of Defence. Why hadn't they received the instructions for priority, the anti-frogman thing?
Oh, well, you're dealing with that, too. What's happened to it?
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten. I'm taking it to the Ministry of Defence later this morning.
Oh, well, that's all right then. Yes.
I bet you thought I'd lost it. Well, I haven't. I put it in the top drawer of the filing cabinet on Friday evening.
But Mr. Lamb, all them cabinets have been sold. The dealer took them on Saturday.
Really? Yes. What? But he couldn't have done. He mustn't have done.
So, you've done it again. A top secret document. sent to the junkyard.
I can't...
We must go to Wheeler's place at once and get it back. Now, too. And pull yourself together. Or Sir Gregory will pull you apart.
Good morning, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Ah, yes. We're inquiring about some ex-government filing cabinets, Mr. Wheeler.
Oh, you've come to the right place, boyo. I just got hold of some grand stuff. A bit pricey, mind, but marvellous value.
No. We don't want to buy cabinets. I sold them to you, remember? But we left something in one of them.
Well, if you left something in one of them,
yes,
you do want to buy it. Otherwise, you'll never get it back, will you?
We don't want the cabinet, Mr. Wheeler. We just pop into your warehouse and retrieve the documents.
Oh, you can't do that, boyo. My warehouse is private property, see? Can't have every Tom, Dick and Ivor walking around. No. You buy the cabinet, then you can look inside it.
That's blackmail.
We'll have to do it, man. That document's absolutely vital.
Oh, very well, Mr. Wheeler. We'll buy the cabinet in question.
Oh, very wise. Lovely cabinet they are.
All right.
Just one snag, though. Which one is it you want? They all look the same to me.
Yeah, they are the same on the outside, but we'll soon find the one with the documents.
Oh, there's a problem. Like I said, I can't let you in the warehouse. Fire regulations, see? It looks like you'll have to buy them all.
Buy them all to get back one piece of paper?
You can have the lot for £1,000.
£1,000?
Thank you. That's a deal, then.
Listen, wait a minute. On Friday, you said those cabinets were junk.
Oh, indeed, but the market fluctuates, you see, look you.
Oh, it's no use. We'll have to pay up. Give me the ministry checkbook, too.
And you'll want all the cabinets delivered to the ministry?
Thank you.
My pleasure. That'll be an extra 50 quid.
It's just as well I'm not a violent man. The cabinets are here, Mildred. Mr. Lamb's going through them now. He'll find the document eventually.
Well, yeah, but £1,000.
Well, thank heavens it's only public money.
Leonard Brown!
Oh, I mean over here, sir.
What the devil's going on, man? The front hall is filled with old filing cabinets. The hall porter's missing. He's probably lost underneath. I heard some angry muttering and...
Things do tend to get on top of him, so yes.
But why are the cabinets there? You're supposed to have sold them.
I did sell them, sir, but you seemed displeased, you see. I mean, you told me it was first-class stuff, so I bought them all back.
You bought them back? For how much? 25 pence? Oh, did you make a fool of yourself and pay the whole 50?
Actually, sir, I paid slightly in excess of that.
Not more than £1, surely.
The cabinets cost £1,050, sir.
1,050? 1,050? I don't believe it.
Would you believe 1,040?
You've gone all white, except for that vein on your forehead.
Don't gnash your teeth, sir. You'll spoil them.
Perhaps you'll answer me one further question, Lennox Brown, before I hammer you into the ground like a tent peg.
Another question, Sir Gregory, yes?
Why is Lamb in the hall, stripped to the waist and running from one filing cabinet to another like a demented antelope?
Well, we've lost the right... that is to say, he's very sentimental, sir.
Right?
Oh, yes. He's trying to find his own cabinet. Yes, you see, it's the one he danced on coronation night.
I suppose it's all my fault, really.
Oh, come, sir.
I should have fired you both years ago. Well, it's not too late. Ministry staff aren't easily sacked, but they'll give you the boot when I tell them you wasted this ministry money.
Sir Gregory, it isn't actually wasted, you know.
Huh?
No, you see, those cabinets are metal, and I've heard that the price of metal's about to rocket.
What? Really?
So I've actually done the government a favour. Each of those cabinets will be soon worth a fortune.
Well, are you sure about
Oh,
that?
yes, sir. It's a very hot tip, sir. And it's highly confidential, of course, you see, sir. I mean, it wouldn't do for people to buy up these cabinets for private profit.
Oh, no, of course. No. Well, I must be off then, it's right.
There you go, sir.
No, one or two little things to do.
Yes.
No, and have the Ministry of Defence on about that new weapon. They haven't received the notes yet.
Oh, don't worry, sir. Yes, they'll get the document shortly.
Well, they'd better, or there'll be questions in the house.
Ooh, shall I go and help Mr. Lamb look?
No, Mildred. He's bound to have found it by now.
Well, it's not there. I've searched every drawer and every cabinet and I can't find it. It's gone.
The Ministry of Defence want it at once.
And another thing, we sold Wheeler 100 cabinets, but there are only 97 downstairs.
What? So he's diddled us, eh? Oh, the paper's in one of the other three. Mildred, get Wheeler on the phone at once.
I'm already dialing, sir.
Oh, good
Here
girl.
you are, swinging.
Good girl.
Wheeler the dealer?
Lennox Brown here at the Ministry. We just bought back 100 filing cabinets, but you've only delivered 97.
You said you'd buy all the filing cabinets in the warehouse. Well, there were 97 of them.
But I sold you 100.
Oh, indeed, but I sold 3 of them on Saturday.
You didn't tell us that.
You didn't ask, did you?
Mr. Wheeler, who did you sell those cabinets to?
Oh, well, I can't divulge professional information about my clients.
You can't?
Yeah, well, at a price I can.
Oh, Lord. Very well, Mr. Wheeler. I must know where the cabinets are. All right. I'll pay for the information. And now, where did the cabinets go?
Well, now, the first one I sold to Mr. Snowden. Snowden, the metal disposal yard.
Yes, I see, yes. And the second?
Oh, well, that'll be another £5, look you.
Very well, but where did it go?
That one I sold to Mr. Snowden, too. Are you offering a £5 for the third one?
Well, I've no option, have I?
Very well, for £15, I sold the third one to Mr. Snowden. He bought all 3, see?
This will be Mr. Snowden. Now, just tell him what's happened, calmly and simply. Huh?
Yes, you've got to help Mr. Snowden. I'm in awful trouble because of this weapon, you see. It is very big, and I stuck it on top of my cabinet, but they removed my drawers on Saturday, so I couldn't give it to them, and there'll be questions in the house, and if you haven't got it, we definitely have had it.
Oh, dear me. You are in a bad way.
Mr. Snowden, now, you've recently bought 3 old ministry filing cabinets.
Yes, that's right. That's one of them on my desk.
On your desk?
Yes, we crushed them down, you see, in that machine over there. They end up the size of a matchbox.
Mr. Snowden, have you crushed all 3 cabinets?
Oh, no, we've just done the one so far.
Oh, thank you.
The second one's been crushed now. There you are. That's another paperweight.
Oh, no,
Yes, they're rather charming, aren't they?
Just a minute. That block on your desk is grey.
That's right, and so's the one we've just crushed.
Then we're all right, Mum. The document was in a green cabinet.
Oh, thank heavens. Your third cabinet is green, Mr. Snowden.
Green, yes. Oh, a pretty colour. It reminds me of the wife's teeth.
And that one you haven't crushed.
Oh, no.
We're saved, Mum.
No, that one I've sold.
You've sold it?
That's right. Yes, to a chap from the ministry. Said his name was, he said his name was Pitkin.
Secretary, ugly, tall, purple.
That's the fellow. Oh, my word, he was desperate to buy it. Oh, yes, he'd heard the price of metal was going to rocket, you see. Oh, nonsense, of course, but I was able to charge him £500.
Any luck with that hairpin, Mildred?
Well, I think it's coming, sir. But I don't like it, burgling into Gregory's office and breaking into his cabinet.
None of us like it, Mildred, but what else can we do? We've got to get that document.
I feel like one of them Americans in that water closet affair.
Watergate, Mildred.
Oh, it's coming. Yes, that's it. It's open, sir.
Is there a paper in there?
Yes, sir. Just one.
That must be it, then. The instructions for using the frogman detector. Is it headed priority?
No, sir. It says it's throwing around food. A healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
What? Give me that. This is our food-growing pamphlet. You were supposed to take this to the printers.
Well, I took something to the printer.
Oh, good grief. You must have switched them. You took the instructions for using priority. A top secret document. And you've had 50 billion copies printed and pushed through everyone's letterbox.
You see what that means?
Yeah, it contracepts the Official Secrets Act.
Not only that, think what people will do. That paper was supposed to be stuck to the device and removed before use.
What does it say, to?
Oh, something like priority, vital government order, tear around outside, then strip off. Stand upside down, holding bottom steady, then plunge into water.
The
There were amazing scenes throughout Britain today following mass distribution of a new government pamphlet. In most areas, householders have been tearing around outside their homes and stripping off all their clothes. Many have also been standing on their heads before plunging into the nearest river or canal. Nude housewives in Croydon were rounded up by police, but an inspector said he was unable to pin anything on them. In London, stockbrokers and other businessmen ran naked from their offices and jumped into the ice-cold River Thames. As a result, city affairs were reduced in magnitude, and many assets were temporarily frozen.
It's no use trying to escape. We've both got to face the music.
But when Sir Gregory catches us, it'll be funeral music. He'll kill us first and then give us the sack.
Now then, you two.
Oh, Sir Gregory.
I thought you should know the Prime Minister's delighted.
Delighted, sir.
Well, that running and stripping and swimming did wonders for the nation's fitness. And in his own words, a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. Oh, and by the way, I'm rather pleased myself that tip of yours about metal going up. I bought all those old cabinets that were standing around in the hall.
Yes, Sir Gregory, I may have exaggerated slightly.
They're all being moved to my country house. My wife's not pleased, but she'll be grateful in the long run. Hedge against inflation, eh? Can't go wrong, what?
What? I can't believe it.
Sir, there's too many here from MI5.
MI5, Mildred?
Well, that business with the secret document. They said something about high treason. They come to take you away.
No, open the window. I'm going under fire. Leave me here, one. Come back.
Muddling through as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley and John Graham. The programme was written by Edward Taylor and John Graham and produced by Edward Taylor. Join us once more for a gamble in government circles with Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, John Graham, and the men from the ministry, Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Of all the problems facing the world, the energy crisis is perhaps the worst. And with the nation striving to conserve power, it's comforting to know the ministry offices set an example. In the General Assistance Department, they've never used much energy, but now they're cutting down on fuel as well.
Well, I think it's daft. I mean, the girls are too cold to work. Down the typing pool, all you can hear is the chatter of tiny teeth.
It's a problem we've all got to face, you know. Now, Mr. Lamb and I are helping the National Powerball. We have to find new sources of power and ways of conserving what we've got.
Any luck so far?
Well, I did suggest they could save some electricity by scrapping the ministry computers.
Well, that's an idea. They never use them anyway.
The board didn't agree. They said if we got rid of the computers, we'd have nothing to blame when we made mistakes.
That's a shame.
Morning, ma'am. Hello, Mildred. Sorry I wasn't here earlier, but I've had a terrible row with my landlady.
Oh, have you been staying out after 9 o'clock at night again?
No, that's what's so unfair. This was this morning when Mrs. Bratby came into my bedroom to give me my syrup of figs.
Oh, really?
She got awfully annoyed when she saw my little friend there.
Sure, Mildred, he'll be smoking next.
Now, don't make fun of Mr. Lamb, sir. If he wants to entertain a lady of the opposite sex in his bedroom, why shouldn't he?
Mildred, there wasn't any lady. This was my hamster.
Oh, glorious hamster.
Mrs. Bratby turned rather ugly. Well, very ugly, actually. She was rather ugly to start with. She said she wouldn't have nasty, smelly creatures in the house and I'd have to go.
You'd have to go?
If I didn't get rid of the hamster.
You seem to feel quite strongly about it. Well, you'll have to get rid of your hamster, too. Turn him loose in the park.
Yeah, let him go wild.
Wild? He'd be furious. He needs a proper home.
But your landlady won't let you keep him.
Then I'll sell him to someone who can. I'll put an advert in the staff magazine. What did it say, I wonder?
Well, how about for sale, almost new hamster in good running order, only one owner?
Oh, morning, everyone.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crawley. How are you?
Absolutely frozen to the what's-his-name. I wondered if your office is as cold as mine next door.
Oh, yes, we're all suffering, I'm afraid.
I've had to wear 2 pairs of what's-his-names.
Really?
Well, see for yourself.
Oh, I see. 2 pairs of socks. I notice you're wearing the second pair over your sandals.
Well, that's to leave a layer of air in between, you see, thus insulating my feet. Scientifically, it's been proved the best way to keep warm.
Thank you for making us privy to your sartorial arrangements, Mr. Crawley. But we mustn't keep you.
Oh, no, and I mustn't keep you. You're helping the Electricity Council, aren't you? Oh, you're a couple of live wires, aren't you? See you later, one and all.
Unusual fellow, old creepy Crawley.
Perhaps that cold office numbs his brain, Mr. Lennox Brown.
Well, we're all in the same boat, Mildred. Everyone's got cold offices.
Yeah, except the permanent undersecretary. I bet Sir Gregory isn't cold.
He keeps warm chasing his secretary.
Yeah, that's true. He likes girls who type fast, are fast, but can't run fast.
I think Sir Gregory's a grotty old brute.
Oh, there you are. Oh, good morning, Sir Grotty. Sir Gregory. How very nice to see you, sir.
Why is Lamb trying to hide behind the hat stand? You weren't talking about me, were you?
No, Sir Gregory, we were talking about another old brute.
What?
Forgive my colleague, sir. The lack of central heating is turning his brain.
Oh, is that all? I think everyone's making a fuss about nothing. We've all got to make sacrifices in the interests of economy.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Stop interrupting, man.
Yes, indeed, sir.
And that's why I dropped in to see you. You're supposed to be finding ways to conserve fuel. Have you come up with anything yet?
Well, sir, I suggested to the Power Board that the ministries could save more electricity if our offices were only open for, say, 1 hour every week.
An hour, Lennox Brown. But think of the amount of work staff have to do.
Oh, all right, sir. Say 50 minutes.
Stop. Stop dribbling, man. I, as it happens, have an extremely practical suggestion for cutting fuel consumption on a national scale.
Really, sir?
Yes, these neon signs in the West End are sheer waste. Advertising products and shows and so on.
You know, you're right, sir. They're blasting away all the time.
Well, not any longer. I want you to issue a government order reducing their use by 50%.
Perhaps we should be really ruthless and cut it by half.
Be quiet, Lamb, and just listen. Send out that order right away, do you hear?
Most certainly, Sir Gregory. Yes.
Well, I shall play my part in this campaign by now switching off all lighting and heating in my own office.
Won't you be cold, Sir Gregory?
No, I shall be at my club.
I can think of the ideal club for Sir Gregory one.
Oh, really, sir?
Yeah, a big knobbly one to hit him over the head with.
Mr. Lennox Brown, you're in early today.
Oh, it's my insomnia, Mildred. I woke up at 9 and couldn't get to sleep again.
I sent off that order you did last night, sir.
Yes, the West End advertising, yes. Well, we acted rather promptly on that. Sir Gregory should be pleased.
Oh, I think we can all relax today, sir. I'll go and finish my ironing, and you and Mr. Lamb can start another jigsaw puzzle. Here, there's a new one in your in tray.
I wonder why Mr. Lamb's not in yet.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late, but I had to walk this cardboard box, you see. I couldn't carry it on my bicycle.
Oh, what on earth's in there, Mr. Lamb? It's eating at the house.
It's Harry, my hamster. I punched holes in the box to let him breathe.
Oh, yes. I can just see his tiny pink eyes and his little nose is twitching. It's very like you, Mr. Lamb.
Thank you, Mildred.
You haven't brought your hamster here. I thought you were going to sell it.
I found I couldn't. I'm too fond of him. I'm going to keep him in the office.
He seems an engaging little chap.
Now, look, there's an old cheese roll behind the radiator. Do you think you'd like it for 11, sis?
Good idea. Yes, I'll give it to him, Mildred. He's taken a fancy to me.
Oh, morning, everyone.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crawley.
Have you heard about Sir Gregory?
He's been arrested at last?
Yes. No, Mr. Lamb. He's been on the warpath. He went into Fatty Scott's office and found him playing with his what's-his-name.
Really? Playing with what?
His pet mouse. Didn't you know? Fatty Scott's been keeping a tame white mouse in his office.
That's probably since he broke his Ludo board. He hates to be idle.
But Gregory was furious, went out of his tiny mind, gave poor old Patty a right what's-his-name.
What, is because of a mouse?
Sir Gregory won't have pests in offices, however small. He suspended Patty Scott for a month, pending further what's-his-names.
Good grief.
Yes, amusing, isn't it? Thought I'd let you know.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Crawley.
Well, I must be off. I believe Sir Gregory's on his way here. It wouldn't do to find us gossiping, eh? Goodbye.
Sir Gregory, on his way here?
Oh, glory. If he feels like that about mice, what'll he do of our hamster?
Oh, dear.
Quick, you, Mildred, hide it.
Here, he's not in his box, sir. He's eating his way through the cardboard.
Oh, look, he's in my pending tray. Oh, dear, he's done something satirical in it.
Get it out of sight. I think I can hear Sir Gregory coming.
Yeah, I've got him one. I'll keep him in my waistcoat pocket till Sir Gregory's gone.
Hide that cardboard box, Mildred.
Yes. Oh, dear. When Harry wriggles about, it's awfully ticklish.
Keep quiet, Sue.
He's burrowing into my shirt.
Now then, you two. Come in, Sir Gregory. What a pleasant surprise.
Certainly is, sir. How nice to see you, sir.
What's going on, Lamb? Normally when I come in, you cower in the corner. Today, you're laughing your head off.
Me? No, I wasn't laughing. Sir Gregory.
My colleague is full of natural high spirits, sir. He so enjoys all the jobs you give us.
No, you sent out those restriction orders, did you?
Oh, indeed we did, yes.
Well, the fuel shortage is a serious problem. Eh, Lamb?
Yes, Sir Gregory. Very serious.
Oh, damn it, man, it's no laughing matter.
It certainly isn't.
What's the matter with you, Lamb? You keep wriggling and twitching.
It's his new winter vest, sir. I mean, the wool irritates him.
Well, Lamb irritates me, but I don't wriggle about.
I'm sorry, sir.
And what's that lump on his chest?
Muscle, sir. Yes. He's been taking kung fu classes.
Muscle? But it's moving about.
They aim to keep the muscles loose, sir.
Extraordinary business. Miss Murphy, have you a copy of that fuel restriction notice?
Yes, sir, I'll get it.
Look, you take Harry one. I can't cope anymore.
Oh, very well. I shan't make a fuss. No, not up his sleeve.
What are you two muttering about? Come to attention.
Oh, I beg your pardon, Sir Gregory.
Now, the PM's greatly concerned about this energy crisis. Things could get desperate.
Oh, indeed, sir. Absolutely desperate.
Lennox Brown, you're wriggling about now. What on earth's the matter?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
Is this some private joke? Have you got something up your sleeve?
Certainly not, Sir Hampton. I mean, Sir Gregory.
Here's that copy you wanted, sir, our fuel restriction order.
Thank you, Miss Murphy. Let's hope this strange frivolity isn't reflected in your work. Good grief. It is.
Is there an error, Sir Gregory?
An error, Lamb? It's a disaster. When I said neon advertising should be cut by half, I meant they should light up the signs for half the time. Not light up just half the words.
Yes. What was that again?
They were supposed to cut the time. You tell them to cut the letters.
Here is the news, read by Brian Martin. There were amazing scenes in London's West End this evening following a new government order restricting the use of electricity. Large queues formed outside a travel bureau which advertised Sin in the Sun. They dispersed when told the sign actually said Singapore, Island in the Sun, but not all the letters were lit. There were complaints about the advertisement in Piccadilly Circus, which normally reads Get Balfour's Stuffed Olives. This now says Get Stuffed. Crowds gathered at the Royal Court, where Sir John Gielgud is appearing in Titus Andronicus. The lights outside said John Gielgud in tight knickers. Long film titles have had to be switched on and off. At the Odeon, for instance, everything you always wanted to know about sex has been reduced to a quick flash every 10 seconds.
It was a complete shambles, too. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why is it always my fault? It was you that wrote the directive.
Possibly, but you licked the envelope. Besides, I was confused by all that fuss with the blessed hamster.
Well, we needn't worry about Harry anymore. I've bought him a proper hamster cage with a wheel in it. It cost all my savings, but it's worth it.
Oh, it cost all your savings, Mr. Lamb.
That's right, Mildred. £2 gone just like that. Still, it's fun to see him racing round on his wheel.
Oh, where is the creature now, Tim?
He's in his cage in the map cupboard. Fetch it out, would you, Mildred? Time we gave Harry his 11th.
Right, Mr. Lamb. Ooh, open!
Yes, I left it open in case he felt too hot.
But he's gone! He's escaped from his cage!
Oh, dear. And I put him on his honour to stay there.
Oh, glory, here we go again. I should never have let you bring him here, too.
Look, we'll have to find him, won't we, before Sir Gregory sees him?
He must be somewhere in the office.
Come along, then. Start looking, everyone. Get down on your hands and knees.
Perhaps he's under the filing cabinet. Harry? Harry, where are you?
Harry!
Look behind the cupboard, too, or perhaps he's under the carpet.
Yes. Harry, come on, Harry. It's time for 11's.
Harry, will you come
Harry!
Good grief! Oh, what the devil's going on? Why are you all crawling on the floor?
Well, why are we all crawling on the floor, sir?
That's what I said, man. Are you deaf?
Yes, sir.
Why are you crawling on the floor?
Well, now, yes. I'm glad you asked me that, sir. Yes, we're doing keep fit exercises.
Keep fit exercises?
Yes, that's right, Sir Gregory. It's a way of keeping warm now that the heating's turned down.
But you were shouting, Harry.
Oh, no, sir. No, I was shouting, hurry. You see, yes, we like to get through the exercises quickly so we can get back to work, you see.
Well, I may have misjudged you. I came to talk about that advert fiasco, but I dare say we all make mistakes.
That's very true.
Yes, this Keep Fit scheme is first class. Keep fit, save fuel, stay warm.
That's the idea, Sir Gregory.
Exercises on the floor, eh? Capital. I shall try some out with my secretary. Yes. Well, carry on, all of you. Keep up the good work.
One, Sir Gregory's pleased with us. Where did we go right?
Yeah, I found Harry, Mr. Lamb. He was inside your lunchbox. He burrowed into your veal and ham pie.
Oh, just as well Mildred spotted him, too. Otherwise, you'd have been eating veal and hamster pie.
Yvonne?
Oh, don't bother. Put Harry back in his cage, Mildred.
You know, if you ask me, he needs a companion. If he had another hamster with him, he wouldn't want to escape.
Good idea. Tell you what, Mildred, come with me to the pet shop at lunchtime and we'll find him a chum.
That's it, Harry. Off you go. My word, I say, look how fast he's turning that wheel.
He's been so much happier the last 2 months. He and Charlie really do get on, don't they?
Hello, Charlie. Who's the cheeky Charlie, then?
Yes, Sir Gregory's on his way down the corridor, sir.
Right, to put the cage in the back cupboard.
Yes, son. Come on, you two. You can come out again in a minute.
Well done, Mildred. Your early warning system works very well.
Oh, I can tell Sir Gregory's coming just by looking out the window.
Oh?
All the pigeons fly away.
Good afternoon, ladies and and good afternoon to you, Lamb. Now, as I told you some time ago, we're concerned to find new sources of power.
Indeed, sir, yes. And we've not been idle. We've had lengthy talks with Professor Slessor.
He's a distinguished inventor, Sir Gregory.
Professor Slessor has invented a marvelous machine for making electricity. It simply involves turning hundreds of small discs.
Does the machine make electricity?
Yes, indeed, sir. There's only one tiny snag.
Oh?
It takes more electricity to run the machine.
Well, perhaps we shouldn't pursue that, then.
Perhaps not, sir.
Now, the PM's concerned about this new hydroelectric scheme in Scotland.
Yes, sir, yes, done freely.
Done freely, yes. Now, this can go a long way towards solving our energy problems once it's built. But some of the locals are making trouble. They don't seem to want their valley flooded.
Amazing how selfish people can be.
Well, there's a very active residents' committee who are fighting the scheme. Oh, we can overrule them eventually, of course, but it could take years. Now, the PM feels someone should go and talk to them, appeal to their public spirit. I suggested you two.
Sir Gregory, we feel very flattered.
You needn't. No one else was free. Go up there tomorrow, offer them compensation and alternative housing, whatever they want. But don't upset them. These Scots are very sensitive.
You can rely on us, Sir Gregory. There'll be no slip-ups.
There better not be. Well, I'm off to save some energy.
How will you do that, sir?
By going home early.
This is a really top-level job.
It certainly is one. Do we need passports for Scotland?
Now, pay attention, everyone. Order! Order! Aye. Well, as promised and done freely, I call on you all to oppose these Whitehall Sassenachs
and their plans to flood our bonny wee valley.
Mr. Ross, can I see something, Mr. Ross? I said, can I see something?
What is it, Mr. Cromarty? If you want to go to the wee laddie's room, you don't have to ask.
It's not that. I wanted to say I hope there'll be no violence. I said I hope there'll be no violence.
There may be, Mr. Cromarty. I don't trust these ministry men. They'll pat you on the back to your face and hit you in the face behind your back.
Pardon? I said pardon?
Oh, never mind. Stop twiddling your sporran and sit down.
Well, you're the boss, Mr. Ross.
Right. Has anyone else anything to say? The lady on my right. Miss Macabre from Lochaber.
I just want to say I've no intention of lying down and letting some ministry men get on top of me.
Here. I said here.
We must fight these ministry villains, chase them over the hills and grab them by the trumpet.
I'm inclined to agree. Mind, we best hear what they have to say first. And I trust you'll receive them with our traditional Scottish courtesy.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We're from the ministry. I believe you're expecting us.
Aye, come in. But before we start, would you like a wee dram?
No, thanks. We went on the train.
Citizens of Dunfree, we appeal to you.
You don't appeal to me. I said you don't appeal to me.
Hold your wish. Let him speak for a second or two.
Thank you, Mr. John. In the interests of Britain's future, it has been found necessary to dam your river and flood the valley in order to provide hydroelectric power for the nation.
Yes. Any questions? If not, we can go.
Not so fast, my bonny wee man. You're asking us to sacrifice our homes, our birthplace, our heritage.
We love our wee valley. I said we love our wee valley.
With its heather, its trees, its bird song.
Its distillery.
Its fields and forests. We won't give up Dumfriely. Offer us what compensation you like. It'll make no difference. Money means nothing to us.
£50,000 each.
Agreed. When do we get it?
Now, just a minute, Mr. Ross. £50,000 will no go far the new. We'll have to buy new houses, don't forget.
Not at all, dear lady. The compensation is sheer profit. You will be rehoused by the government in addition.
Oh, my word. Will you rehouse us in Perth?
If that's where you want to go.
Aye. Perth will suit us very well.
Right, yes, make a note of that, too.
Yeah, I've got an uncle there. It's a very nice place.
Yes, all right.
Well, I said all along this scheme was a grand idea.
Well, that Gregory will be pleased with you.
How are the hamsters, Mildred? I hope they've been eating properly.
Yeah, they certainly have, Mr. Lamb. In fact, Charlie's been eating too much. He's put on a lot of weight.
Perhaps it's those rissoles we brought from the canteen.
No, I mean, look at him. Oh!
What is it, Mildred?
In the cage. That's not the baby hamsters.
Good gracious, how could that have happened?
Well, it wasn't the canteen rissoles. Don't you see, too? Charlie's had a litter.
You mean he's not a Charlie, she's a Charlotte?
Obviously, the only Charlie around here is you. You and Mildred were supposed to buy another male hamster, not a female one.
It's hard to tell with hamsters.
Well, Harry seems to have managed.
No, I don't think we'll ever feed 12 hamsters.
We aren't going to try. I've had enough of the whole business. Now get rid of the lot.
You mean sell them?
Of course not, too. There isn't time. Take them out to St. James's Park and turn them loose. They'll have to fend for themselves.
Oh, but Mr. Lennox Brown, please.
Don't argue, Mildred. Go with Mr. Lamb. Then you can walk in front and watch out for Sir Gregory. Now, off you go, both of you. Now, I don't want to see any of those hamsters again.
Oh, all right. Come along, Mildred. And if you ask me, it's all a lot of...
Litter of hamsters. That's the last thing I want to see in this office.
Hello, Mr. Lennox Brown.
Well, almost the last thing. Oh, hello, Mr. Crawley.
Oh, you look all worried. And what's his name? What's the matter?
It's Mildred and Mr. Lamb. I'm afraid they've let the slide down.
Miss Murphy and Mr. Lamb? In what way?
I realize the mating instinct's a fact of life, but to think of that going on in this office...
In this office?
In the map cupboard, actually. You'd think Mr. Lamb would have more sense.
Oh, dear. I am surprised.
So was I when I saw their offspring.
Offspring? You mean she's given birth? A boy or a girl?
I don't know. There were 10 of them.
10?
But however will they cope?
That's no concern of mine. I've thrown them out of the office. They can run wild in St. James's Park.
Well. Who'd have thought it of Mr. Lamb? Mind you, he has been eating brown bread lately.
Brown bread? What are you talking about? Mr. Lamb's hamsters had a litter.
Mildred, send this chip to the Treasury, will you? I've done it once. I've bought that estate in Perth.
For the people of Dunfreely?
Yes.
Ah, well done, too. I left it to you, as I know your uncle lives there.
Oh, he's been a great help. We've tied the whole thing up in 3 months flat.
We'll start moving people at once, and the hydroelectric scheme can get underway.
I wrote to Mr. Ross on Monday, telling him where in Perth their new homes are.
Should be delighted.
Oh, it'll be a marvellous life for them. Sitting under the coolabah trees, watching the kangaroos hopping about.
Oh, my word, yes. And then, of course, you see, when they've... Kangaroos?
Yes, and the swagmen throwing their billabongs.
Just a moment, Sue. There are no kangaroos in Perth.
But of course there are. They're all over Australia.
Australia? You bought a housing estate in Australia for the citizens of Dunfreely?
Well, that's where they chose to go, one. They all wanted to live in Perth.
Perth in Scotland, too. 5 miles down the road from Dunfreely.
Oh, dear. I may have made a boo-boo.
You blundering fool! You incompetent nitwit!
Is he talking about us, one?
The Provost of Dunfreely doth rang me, Lennox Barn.
I suppose he transferred the charges.
His people are up in arms. They refuse to leave their valley. He says you are going to ship them across the world.
There has been a slight misunderstanding, Sir Gregory.
Be quiet, man. Don't talk when you're speaking to me. Back to square one. The scheme will be held up for years. The National Power Board are furious.
I don't feel very well, Sir Gregory.
You'll feel worse when I finish with you. You've not heard the last of this.
Oh, glory.
Mr. Lennox Brown, Mr. Lamb, have you heard? There's a plague of hamsters all over Whitehall.
You're joking, Mr. Crawley.
Oh, I never joke, Mr. Lamb. It's true. It's true. They're running amok.
Oh, dear, those hamsters of mine, they must have multiplied.
But you turned them loose in the park, too.
Well, not exactly in the park. It seemed so cold and wet, you see. We wanted somewhere nice and warm, so we put them in the boiler room.
The boiler room?
They must have all got married and had little hamsters, and they got married and had... Oh, dear.
Well, now there are thousands, and they're swarming everywhere, even in the House of Commons.
And here is the news, read by Brian Martin. There were amazing scenes in Parliament today when, during a Commons debate on the energy crisis, the chamber was invaded by hundreds of hamsters. They were first noticed when Mrs. Margaret Thatcher was thought to be heaving with emotion. But it turned out to be 2 hamsters fighting under her jumper. Another victim was the Chancellor of the Exchequer, who left the House after one of the intruders had nibbled his manifesto. Ministers tried to continue the debate, and the Prime Minister had just told MPs that things were on the move when a hamster shot up his trouser leg. He was later said to be suffering from shock. And so was the Prime Minister.
How do you spell resignation, Mildred? 1 Z or 2?
Are you sure you've got to go, sir? They don't know you started the hamster epidemic.
It's not just that. They blame us for that Dunfreely fiasco. The energy crisis is worse than ever.
Great news, too. You can unpack your bags. I sold the Power Board an idea that will solve all our energy problems.
I don't believe it.
Yes, it's true. You remember Professor Slessor's invention for making electricity?
It was too expensive to run one. It took so much current to turn those little wheels.
That's the point, yes. I found a modification that uses no current at all.
No current at all? How do you turn the wheels,
The
then?
wheels will be turned, too, by thousands of hamsters. They enjoy it, don't they, and the Power Board is delighted.
Oh, you mean we've invented hamster power?
Yes.
Oh, one, that's marvelous. Isn't it?
Muddling through as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, and John Graham. The program was written by Edward Taylor and John Graham and produced by Edward Taylor.